to the 30-Second Success Podcast, where clarity, courage, and connection take center stage. I'm your host, Laura Templeton, speaker, author, and chief instigator of 30-Second Success. And today I'm diving into a topic that's been on my heart and my mind. This solo episode is just you and me, and we're going to talk about the real, raw, often messy decisions that move us forward as leaders, entrepreneurs, and humans. So let's jump in. In this episode, I'm unpacking the phrase at the very heart of everything I teach: stand in your brand. You've probably heard me say it, maybe even seen it on the cover of my book. But what does it really mean to stand in your brand? Let's talk about it, because when you understand this, it changes how you show up in every conversation, every meeting, every post, and every offer. So let me take you back to where it all started. Years ago, I was teaching entrepreneurs how to craft their 30-second message. And I realized that people were just struggling with what to say. They were struggling with who they were in their business. They were shrinking, hiding behind scripts, watering themselves down. That's when it hit me. They didn't need a better pitch. They needed to stand in their brand. Standing in your brand means aligning what you say with who you truly are and who you serve. It's not about perfection or polish. It's about presence. It's about standing tall in your voice, your values, and your vision so people feel your truth when you speak. Yes, it's about making that emotional connection. So let's be honest. We've all been there. You sound great on paper. You feel disconnected in person. You avoid showing up on video or in meetings because you're unsure how to talk about what you do. You tweak your message for every audience, hoping this version will finally land. You keep rebranding instead of reconnecting. These are signs you're operating outside your brand or trying to build a business based on someone else's blueprint. If your message feels like a mask, it's time to come back to your core. Here's a quick reminder. If you're enjoying this episode, please take a moment to like, follow, or subscribe to the podcast. Your support helps us reach more people with stories and strategies that inspire real connection. So now let's flip the ideas behind your message. Here's what it feels like when you are standing in your brand. You say what you mean without overthinking it. People mirror your confidence and say things like, "You're so easy to connect with." Your message attracts the right people without convincing, chasing, or draining your energy. And you feel grounded and clear even when things around you feel messy. This alignment unlocks ease, consistency, and authentic authority. I had a client who was struggling to really tap into the emotion behind the work that she was doing. She is a financial advisor and found that she just wasn't able to connect with her audience because she was saying everything that everybody else was telling her to say. I'm a financial advisor, I can help you uncover monies that you didn't know were there. I can help you plan your future for your kids. And she wasn't enjoying the conversations that she was having. She just had to over explain what she loved about being a financial advisor. When we tapped into the rawness of why she was a financial advisor, what drove her to become a financial advisor, it really set her in motion into a deeper conversation with her potential clients, with her connections. She helped people understand that she had gone through this terrible loss. She had a family member who passed away. They had no paperwork, no financial advisor. They had no foundation to find where everything was. Their life was a mess when they passed away. And my friend, my client, who became my client, had to go through months and months and months of painful rebuilding, restructuring of what their financial picture looked like, only to find out that the state was going to come in and take everything because they had no will in place, they had no they didn't have a financial footing that would have protected all of their assets so that their family would have inherited what they were entitled to. Long story short, she took what she was most passionate about helping people create a legacy for their family so that their children would be protected, their family members would be protected, and everything the people that she works with now has built would be protected from the state coming in and taking everything. She loves to talk about that. That is the foundation of what she's now. She creates content around that conversation, around what it's like for people to feel that kind of pain, how having the right financial advisor to help you set up a strong foundation for your finances can help you create something that will leave a legacy for your family. And then connecting deeper on understanding her ideal clients has become part of her mission. She wants to understand what people are going through, what they want to protect, what kind of future they want to have. And it's become part of her messaging. So in the Brand Success Hub, I help people really dive into the messaging, the strategy, the AI powered tools that save you time and grow your impact. If you want help building your brand with clarity and confidence, check out the Brand Success Hub. Go to 30secondsuccess.com and click on the hub to learn more about this great resource center where we dive into messaging, we dive into strategy, we dive into AI powered tools. So let me share 3 signs that you're truly standing in your brand. Number 1, clarity. You know exactly who you're speaking to and what they need to hear. It's really about your audience, right? Number 2, consistency. Your voice, your visuals, your vibe show up the same way everywhere, no matter where you are, social media, website, all of your platforms, all of your profiles, your bio, your LinkedIn, your everything is showing up, even on YouTube, that it's all consistent, right? Conviction. You speak from belief, not just from knowledge. People feel that if you believe in your message and what you're putting out into the world, in the power of helping people, when you come from a place of serving others, people feel that. When it's about them and not about you, that conviction, the true belief in what you stand for matters. People feel it. It's not about being loud or salesy. It's about being unapologetically aligned with your mission and your message. I tried to put those 2 words together, mission and message. I don't know, that might be an interesting new word. But trust me, your mission and your message, it's about being in alignment with them, about being in alignment with who you are. It's about being in alignment with what your brand stands for. So let's talk about the return on investment that doesn't show up in your CRM or bank account right away, but it makes a huge difference in the long term. Okay, so really doubling down on your vision, your mission, your message, doubling down on your values and bringing that to your message, to your purpose, to your brand. It creates more energy. So when you're clear about who you are and how you show up, you stop second guessing yourself. You conserve energy because you're no longer trying to be everything to everyone, and you're no longer trying to be everyone else. You be you. And that will create that energetic shift, that energetic support that you need to move more freely about your business. Clarity. Clarity is one of those things, you know what to say, where to say it, and who to say it to. You become really clear about your intentions. It reduces decision fatigue when you are clear. Clarity helps you to reduce that decision fatigue. You're able to make more decisions more clearly, more intentionally. You move faster because you are not reworking your message every time. And then aligned opportunities. When you stand in your brand, the right people start finding you. Speaking gigs, collaborations, referrals, they come because people trust what you stand for. This is the invisible ROI, the internal alignment that creates external traction. I love ROI. I love the return on investment. And I will tell you, when you have this kind of clarity, this kind of conviction, this kind of communication that aligns with the audience that you are meant to serve, cash flow starts happening, right? You have the invisible ROI, but more importantly, the monetary increase happens because as your confidence grows and as your business thrives and evolves and people start referring you, so does your bank account. And one of the things I tell people all the time, don't be afraid to share your message. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there because at the end of the day, if you want to have a thriving business, you need to be inviting people in. And that's where a call to action comes in. We'll be talking that on another episode. So if you're ready to claim the visible and invisible ROI of standing in your brand, head over to 30secondsuccess.com/resources and download the free brand messaging map. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today here on the 30 Second Success podcast. If something I shared sparked a new thought or gave you a little clarity, I'd love to hear from you. And even more, I'd love for you to share it with someone else who needs it. Make sure to follow or subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode. And if you're looking for more support, check out the Brand Success Hub, 30secondsuccess.com. Until next time, stand in your brand, trust your voice, and remember, success is just 30 seconds away.